Sorry about that, family. It was crazy because I was tripping on the fact that it cut off, but when I plugged my flip up to my laptop, and it took me a minute too because I had to get my laptop out, boot it up. So it's been some time since it cut off. It's been about 15, 20 minutes, but all of the videos that I had, like the videos that me and Ken did and everything, was still on my flip, so I had to delete all those videos, and which is good too because I began to go on a tangent and I began to talk about things that I shouldn't. Again, I don't like to talk about or expose other people's lives on this platform because it's not. I mean, everybody have their own platform to talk about what they want to, and to talk about and to give mention and especially to give a name of somebody else's life. Especially you know. Not so much that but to disclose things that a lot of people probably don't know. Let me just say that. It's some shit that is a no-no. It's some now if it's in the news already and it's already in the know already, then that's one thing. But to talk about people's lives that that they ain't really trying to discuss, then I was wrong for that. So Shawnee, on that note, Mama, I apologize for that. Though you and I aren't, you and I aren't friends. We met in passing, and we were dating. Men that were all hanging around with each other and were all on the same team. So that on that note, that's all you guys need to know is, I was wrong for that because I was just getting too wordy and talking too much, and sometimes things just have a tendency to falling out of my mouth and shit. And so anyway, needless to say, when you're dating an athlete, that's what I was going to start talking about Ocho Cinco and Evelyn, and dating an athlete. You remember back in the day when, in the 80s, it was real prevalent where women wanted to date a baller. You know, dudes that was selling dope. That was real prevalent back then. And then bitches would have their earrings all stacked up, they mermaid earrings and dolphins and all of that shit. And, they Turkish ropes and three-finger rings and all that other bullshit that was jumping off back then. Now it's just a different day and time. To whereas now a lot of women now, instead of wanting, brothers that's in a dope game, that's kind of wore out now. Because now these niggas is little peons compared to the niggas that was really selling and slanging boulders back then. And when I say boulders, that was rocks. I mean, that was serious cocaine, crack, PCP and shit like that was going down in the 80s. Now the most these niggas is really getting off is, dime bags of motherfucking dirt weed. It's niggas is standing outside selling some bullshit. Whereas in the 80s, nigga, they was really selling dope back then. So those are the women that understand where I'm coming from. It was a different game back then. Now, the most niggas got some ecstasy motherfucking pills. From time to time, a motherfucker might have a little meth, some bullshit ass crack, some dumb shit. But there was a time, nigga, it was dudes that was really getting keys off. And I know that firsthand. you know, um, you know, um, that's all I'm gonna say about that. No, I never sold drugs. I never said sold drugs. So let me clarify that right now before motherfuckers get to, oh shit, she sold dope too? No. No. Excuse me, no. But I do have a brother that got 45 to life. And that's all the fuck I'm gonna say. Okay? You don't get 45 years to life prison term on no motherfucking dirt weed. You don't get that for selling some bullshit. Okay? So that's all the fuck I'm gonna say about that shit. Anyway, when the news broke that Evelyn and Ocho, had a little altercation and everything, You know, truth be told, I don't watch their show. I never really dug the Basketball Wives. That wasn't my shit. That was Jody's shit. She liked that shit and was laughing at them bitches every week on who gonna get their motherfucking tracks pulled out of their head and all that. I don't like that. You know, I don't because I feel like this right here. Motherfucker, if you really bad, you ain't got to talk about it. When you a bad bitch and you know you can get down, you don't have to come on and get to talk about, bitch, I'll do this and that and this and I'll do, no, you just slang them when the time arrives. You just get down with the get down. That's it. But all on some old, oh, bitch, I'll fuck you up and I'll bitch this. Let me get this glass bottle right here. Ah. That was some bullshit to me. I didn't particularly care for that goddamn show. I didn't like it. You know, much respect to Shawnee. Girl, you doing your thing and you're making your money. That's the only reason why I was halfway, you know, down with that little shit is because of Shawnee. But the bitches that played on the motherfucker, all that fighting and shit over some bullshit, nigga, knock it off. Get the fuck out of here with that. I mean, and grown motherfuckers, that's what kills me. These bitches is all over 35 motherfucking years old and they pulling out their tracks and dragging each other and throwing bottles and glasses of wine and all that old bullshit. You know, it's ridiculous. So I wasn't partial to their motherfucking show. I still don't give a fuck about it. Truth be motherfucking told. Because I feel like when you get a certain age, certain things, goddamn, you need to be growing the fuck out of. Now, if you are provoked and shit like that, then you got to get down with the get down on however way you roll. Then, hey, you do what you do. But just on some regular shit, bitch, I heard that you was talking about me and bitch, and more bitch. I mean, how the fuck? For real? Oh my God. And so now all of that shit is coming back to haunt this young lady. Well, she's not a young lady because actually we're around the same age. A lot of these motherfuckers that's in the game are all in their late 30s and 40s. So see, you know, a lot of people don't like to tell their age. I tell my shit because I ain't ashamed of my shit. I look at my shit like, bitch, I'm a bottle of motherfucking wine that matured like a motherfucker. So a lot of motherfuckers don't like to tell their age. But a lot of these motherfuckers that's in the game and doing things, they're all in their 30s, late 30s, and early 40s. Well, you know, all that shit comes back to haunt your motherfucking ass. Now, I was never really an Evelyn fan. I was no Evelyn groupie. I didn't follow this bitch on Twitter and all that. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit and what they got going on, okay? Been there and done that on dating an athlete, and it is not a game. When you're dating an athlete, baby, you got to be, nigga, first, not only do you got to be a bad bitch, ping, but you got to be a cold-blooded motherfucker. You got to be thick-skinned, and you got to be able to be resilient and handle and deal with a whole lot of goddamn things. You really do. To be fucking with that, because them niggas ain't no different than regular street niggas that's selling dirt motherfucking weed. The only thing is, they got a bigger house. They got a badass car. They got more shit than Jaquan and them down there off of King Boulevard. That's the only different goddamn thing. But them niggas is all the fucking same. Them are some hood street niggas. They just got money. That's all. That's all. So it's so many women have this fascination that they want them a baller. And now the ballers, like I said, it's a different baller than what it was back in the day. The ballers back then was selling boulders, rocks, crack, cocaine, all that shit, PCP and angel dust and all that bullshit and all that white horse and all that bullshit that they used to call it back in the day. Now the ballers are really athletes that a lot of these women are really signing up and lining up for. And to get into that game, baby, you got to be, oh my God. Oh my God. Because you don't know what them niggas is on. They on some different shit. And a lot of them be on steroids. A lot of them do. And one thing about steroids, it changes up their mindset and it makes them rather aggressive. You know, you think you ain't got, you think you don't got an ass whooping. Fuck with a nigga that's been fucking with some steroids and been juicing the fuck up. Oh yeah, he will slap the shit out your ass. Slap the motherfucking shit out your ass. So in this particular case right here, I'm not saying Ocho was on whatever the fuck he was on. I'm not saying none of that. But bitch, you done portrayed that you supposed to be this motherfucking rider, and you ain't got no problem with throwing glasses and bottles and all this shit around motherfuckers and all that old type of shit. I'm gonna tell y'all how the fuck it went, in my opinion. That nigga came home probably whatever date this popped off. Well, they said this shit happened on Saturday or whatever. So needless to say, the nigga was probably out for a couple of days chasing pussy. All men do it. I don't give a damn how bad you are, bitch. All men chase pussy unless his ass is low key gay. But most men, if a woman is willing to break them off a little piece of ass, they gonna take it. I don't give a damn, especially if he's straight. Yeah, you can think your shit is top of the line and 10 ain't tight and all that. Yeah, you can think all that if you want to, but don't be so mother, because there's so many women out here closed minded think, oh, my man would never do that. Oh, I got him on lock. Not only do I have his mind, I have his dick and all that, and he ain't gonna never do me. Baby, you are so mistaken. And y'all be the main motherfucking ones that snap when you realize that, bitch, he been down there on that motherfucking job, you know, and on his motherfucking smartphone, that nigga been on Pornhub, and that nigga been all on such and such site, and tag, and all that old kind of shit, bitch. You will be, nigga, I'm telling you, women, y'all need to open up y'all minds and don't be so goddamn closed-minded and thinking that y'all shit is so 10 tight that niggas ain't gonna do you one of them. I don't give a damn if you handicapped, crippled, crazy, whatever, and this motherfucker been with your ass, down with your ass since motherfucking high school. I don't give a damn about none of that. You let a woman hit him off and say, okay, well, why don't you come around here about 8:45 and go and hit this hot ass pussy? I tell you what, that nigga gonna tell you he need to go and go get a package of cigarettes. I bet you he gonna tell you, oh, I need to run over there to go see about my boy. He having a little problem with his wife, and me and him, I'm gonna take him out. We're gonna go shoot a little pool for a couple of hours. Don't be so closed-minded, ladies. These men is some cold motherfuckers, and you got to stay one step ahead of them motherfuckers, and don't be closed-minded that these motherfuckers will never. Oh, he will never do. He will never do. Yes, the fuck he will do. Given the opportunity, and he's a straight motherfucker. Yes, he will do. Okay, so with that being said, you know, here, Evelyn, she's a nice looking lady. You know, I don't know her nationality, background, or whatever. I don't know all of that. I don't really give a fuck no way. But, she look like she's more of a, I see some Spanish in her somewhere around along them lines or whatever. And okay, she went and got a little breast job or whatever, probably got some implants in the ass or some caulk and glue or whatever else they do down there in Miami or however way they get down, how they roll. So she probably got some of that shit going on back there too. And, she only fucks with certain types of dudes. I ain't mad at none of that. A nigga down there at UPS probably ain't got action fucking with Evelyn and them. They ain't got no action. But nigga, if you say I'm a wide receiver for whoop de whoop whoop whoop, oh yeah, okay, well nigga, you ain't all that cute, but shit nigga, we might be able to work something out. Shit like that. A lot of them chicks, that's all they fuck with. They don't fuck with regular niggas. Nigga, you say you a forklift driver for who? Oh, nigga, I'm cool, nigga. Nigga, you insulting me like a motherfucker. Nah, they ain't fucking with them dudes. They ain't fucking with the nigga down there that's, picking up trash on Thursdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Working for the motherfucking city. There's county workers and because, niggas be, oh, I work for the city. I've been working for the city for 18 years. Nigga, you ain't got no action with fucking with them bitches over there. Don't even think about it, okay? You ain't got no action. Okay, they done got accustomed to certain type of motherfucking niggas, and that's why, just like Jennifer, now she's pretty to me, but you see the way her husband look, nigga, we might be able to work something out, because hey, he was a baller, shit. So hey, shit, the motherfucking basketball player, shit. You look at they motherfucking wives, you look at them niggas and look at they wives, you be like, damn nigga, 2 + 2 is 4. 3 + 4 is 7. Niggas, some shit don't add up like a motherfucker because they are with them niggas for their coins. They're with them niggas for them checks. They're with them niggas to get a interior decorator to come and get this mansion over here together. That's what they with them motherfuckers for. And in the middle of the game, they end up catching a little bit of feelings a little bit. But a lot of these bitches that's with real fine motherfuckers and shit, I mean, that's with these, mediocre ass looking niggas and shit. I don't think it was an attraction from the start. I'm sorry. I don't think, just like Tamar, she's a pretty girl, but I don't think it was a real attraction from the start. You understand what I'm saying? But as you've been with a person, just like, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. It wasn't an attraction from the start. But a motherfucker just kind of grow on you a little bit. They do kind of grow on you. Let me speak from my own experience. They do kind of grow on you a little bit because, hey, they come in and they wine you, they dine you, and they try to do everything that you want them to do and shit. Because a lot of men do want a pretty chick on their arm. A lot of dudes, shit, if they had a choice of having a real pretty motherfucker on their arm, they gonna want that real pretty ass chick. Because a lot of men are driven by what the fuck they see. That's what drives them. On what the fuck they see. Now, yeah, they might settle down with this big fat motherfucker back at the house. But when they out there with their dudes and their friends and they jaw jacking and grabbing and yanking at their nuts and shit, yeah, they looking at them bitches out there in the street that's bad as fuck. Let me go ahead on and say that shit, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers, oh, well shit, my husband, he ain't gonna never. My husband ain't gonna never. Girl, my husband love me. My husband ain't gonna never. Shit. Okay. He done got comfortable, just like you done got comfortable. But shit, if he had a motherfucking choice, shit. And the only thing now, okay, you have a couple of kids by him and shit, that make that motherfucker pretty much stuck, and he don't want to fuck with nothing else, because it's like, shit, it's cheaper to keep her. And hell, I done been with her so long, I don't want to hurt her feelings and all that other shit. And so that's when the infidelity get to kicking in, because he done saw this other chick over there in the produce section at the motherfucking grocery store, and her ass and shit was wide and hips and shit was falling out. And that motherfucker, she gave him, a couple of winks and batted some eyelashes at his ass, and there it is, and there it go. So let me get back on schedule. Shit, I know I'm all over the place. Isaiah! Hold on, let me get my baby up. It's after 7. He gotta leave at 7:30. Hold on. No, Egypt. No, you're dirty. No, mama. No, Nana. You're dirty, baby. No. Isaiah! Get up, babe. No, Nana. You're dirty. Nah, I ain't finna put you up here in my bed. Shit. You dirty. Shit. Fur on the booty ain't looking right. Shit, you ain't getting up here. You ain't getting in my bed. Shit, So, anyway, but, when Chad came home, because, what nigga really on some real shit, ladies, what nigga that after he been tipping last night, he gonna come home and start an argument? That's not what the fuck men do. After a minute, I'm telling you this from experience, okay? I'm telling you this right here from experience. So I know how the shit went down. I could just about pinpoint on how that shit went down between Evelyn and Chad, because I done been there and done that, okay? So I don't know of a man, and those of you ladies, especially the mature ladies that watch my channel, and you're well versed on some things, and you know what a man would do. Because there's a lot of these young ladies, they don't know. See, they thinking that they little slick got this nigga on lock. They ain't knowing what you and I know. But, they still learning, and they gonna get there. But for my women of wisdom, you know how it go. When your man done been tipping last night, and he been out there chasing pussy or whatever, and somebody done finally broke his ass off, do he come home and start an argument? Or do he come home humble as fuck and go in there and go lay his ass down? Or sit in the motherfucking lazy boy and have him a beer and watch the motherfucking game? That's what the fuck they do. They don't come in with no motherfucking argument and ready to fight your ass. That's not what the fuck they do. When they come in, if they ain't took a bath at that bitch house, they gonna come in and they gonna eventually migrate to the shower to take a shower. And after they take that motherfucking shower, what do? They go in the kitchen to see if there's anything on the stove that's been cooked. They might even ask you, can you put me a burger? Can you put me a burger in the skillet? Or, can you, make me a sandwich? I want some cheese on, whatever. They don't come in aggravated and ready to fight your ass. That's not what happens. So when they come in, ladies, when your man come in the house and he real laid back and quiet, ain't really talking, You know, he really don't want to talk because he don't. Men know that this shit fall out of their mouth, and they know that we keying in on a lot of shit, motherfucker. You ain't been home last night, or I ain't seen your ass in the last couple of days, or you know, I've been calling your phone for the last few hours and you ain't been picking up. You know, that type of shit. So they already know that you keying in on their body language, you keying in on what they talking about, you looking at them real good, seeing if this motherfucker been drinking, all that. You sniffing on them, seeing if you sniff a little pussy, all of that. So what they do, they try to stay out your fucking way. Yeah, they gonna eat that sandwich and shit you make them, but they gonna stay out of your fucking way. So when that motherfucker came home, whenever this shit popped off, maybe it popped off on Friday because the altercation happened on Saturday. So whoever that was, they showed the bitch that broke him off with a little piece of pussy. Oh yeah, TMZ is all on her ass, and she looked a little bit like Evelyn. So you know, that's his type. That's what he likes. So you know, hey, it is what the fuck it is. But when his ass came in the house, he didn't come in the house aggravated and ready to fight her head, but her like what's being alleged. I don't think he had butted her ass. But let me tell you how I think it went. Motherfucker came home. You know, he was in quiet mode like the rest of them niggas be. You know, he was probably telling her, you know, call down there and order me a sandwich, or, you know, have such and such make me something to eat, or can you make me something to eat? That's what they do. And then while that motherfucker got up and went in the shower, she probably got to going through his wallet. Or a nigga like him might have a planner. I don't know. But she got to going and rambling through his shit and going through his phone. That's what the fuck we do. We all do it. All done it. If you haven't, then therefore, hey, you know, you ain't got no goddamn man. Okay? You ain't got no motherfucking man. If a woman tell me I ain't never went through my man's phone, I ain't never went through his wallet, I ain't never went through his shit, then guess what? You apparently ain't got no motherfucking man. Or you really don't give a fuck about this nigga, and y'all shit is simply on some jump off status. But when you begin to catch feelings, you do some dumbass, asinine ass shit that you probably would never thought you would do. So that's what she did. She got to going and rambling through his shit, and when you search, you will find. Okay? So she got to going through his shit or whatever, and she was like, oh, okay, let me just go through these receipts right here. You know, because see, that lets you know a nigga got money. Because niggas don't have no money, them niggas don't even have receipts. Them niggas don't even keep up with no shit like that. It's a lot of niggas, they ball their money up, put it in their pockets and shit. But this nigga to even have this shit in the wallet, nigga, he was winning. Because regular street niggas, them niggas don't have no wallet. They put all their money in their motherfucking pocket and shit. Ones and shit be balled up, crumbled up, all that shit. All that shit just be in them niggas' wallet, in their pockets and shit. But this nigga here, being that he's a man that have a little bit of status and whatever, he probably had a little wallet or whatever. So she goes through his shit. You know, okay, this receipt right here, this look kind of new. This shit say CVS. Nigga, what you buy at CVS? I'm just saying CVS. He could have bought that shit from, I don't know, Rite Aid. I don't know where the fuck he bought it from. Shit, gas store sell condoms now, I think. So she looked at the motherfucking CVS receipt. Okay, he didn't have a rewards card, so guess what? He paid $8.99. Nigga, does that say Magnum? And she tweaked. She tweaked. But let me go back a little bit. Because didn't she say back on the show, y'all remember, now that was one show that I had watched, and Jody was like, girl, you need to watch it. It's going to come back on. Because me and Jody both have DirecTV, so we get to watch it on the East Coast feed at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then it comes on again at 8 or 9 o'clock again, you know, when the show was coming on. Now, he had got caught up having lunch on the patio with some young lady, paparazzi or whatever, called him. See, they talking about his ass right now. They all on that shit right now. They eating Ocho's ass up over here on the west. So, that day that he had lunch on the patio with whatever young lady or whatever, paparazzi saw him, it got back to Evelyn that his ass was having lunch on the patio with an ex or some chick or whatever it was that he was doing. And then they were sitting in the bed and they were talking. Y'all remember that episode? And so he was like, give me some pussy. And then it faded to black. And I guess they went on and done what they done. And the camera crew got on and whatever. Well, around that time, didn't she tell him, if you ever fucking cheat on me, nigga, you better use a condom. You better have a condom. Okay. Well, see, ladies, when you tell a man some shit like that, he don't never forget that shit. He don't never forget you saying, I don't give a fuck what you do, nigga. Fuck you. Because I say it too. I say it a lot. When I'm mad, nigga, fuck you, and I don't give a fuck what you do, nigga. Kiss my ass, nigga, fuck you. Boo. All that shit. We all do in the heat of an argument or whatever. And so at some point in time, she told that nigga, like she did on the show, I don't give a fuck what you do, long as you use you better use a motherfucking condom. That's all the fuck I know. Cause you come back here and bring me some shit, nigga, it's gonna be curtains and all that old type of shit. We all done it. So hey, it's in the back of his motherfucking mind. Okay, she basically done gave me the okay to go on and do this shit right here as long as I have a motherfucking condom. So what's the motherfucking problem? You know what I mean? What's the motherfucking problem? So what he did was he just went on and carried it on out. Shit, he probably been doing that shit anyway. As much money as he got, shit, he probably have a woman all in Dayton County and all that motherfucking. I don't know. I don't know nothing about Miami and all the motherfucking areas and Fort Lauderdale. I don't know none of them motherfuckers. But ain't no telling how many bitches he got roaming around in there. He probably got a bitch in Phoenix, motherfucking Arizona.